Hi, Pisces. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's unbelievable. Like the way that your reading just started right there. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Very interesting because I was going to start, but before I started, I kind of turned the phone sideways and I felt this rush, this surge of like, that's it, I'm ready to do this energy. And then the phone turned on its own because my finger hit the elevation, but I'm hearing this way. So first of all, in a simple way, Pisces, you are ascending. You are so stopping a cycle. I'm hearing as well that has not worked for you, has not worked for those around you, the people you feel I'm hearing for as well, that you feel connected to, the cycles that have, I'm hearing, been putting those people, I'm hearing, and those dreams ultimately, I'm hearing at their limit. Interesting. Will be, I'm hearing, brought back inside. I'm seeing a number of people, they were like outside in the cold, they were like freaking freezing. They were like, oh my gosh, they were at their limit. Like there was something that was just like, no more, we can't do this anymore. And I'm seeing like, this is someone who decides, they're like, I'm gonna take it upon myself. Like I'm gonna give you guys a home. I'm hearing that as well. I'm seeing like people who are like outside. I'm hearing ancient. I'm hearing identification. I'm hearing that as well. ID. I'm hearing that. Well, for a number of them, I'm hearing identification here with the Mother of Swords upright. Someone even finds something. They're like, I'm gonna find that person who also owes me that money. I don't know what that's going to do. Okay, Pisces, what happened during Aquarius season? Okay. I don't know. It was all the Uranian bolts. What? I don't know. It was weird though. Okay, Pisces. What happened in January? I'm hearing it specifically in this way. Maybe something, there was some kind of fraud or something. Hopefully not, but let's just get into it, Pisces. I'm hearing between me and you, I'm hearing you're a self-starter and you know that, okay? It's when you say to yourself, I am seeing the light in this situation. No one else has to see it but me. And I'm seeing someone who literally, they resurrect. They tell themselves, like, it doesn't matter what time it is. Like, it's time today. And I'm gonna do it now. So, Mother Cups, we don't need to know the memo that our secretary left us either. Because we know, I'm hearing ourselves, I'm hearing as well, and when we are suited up for it. Like, for a number of you, maybe someone here, well, that doesn't matter. You're leading out. I'm hearing for a number of you, you're leaving behind a treacherous cycle. Okay, something that really, it made you feel like, but you listen, Pisces, it's these experiences, and ultimately it's your intuition, absolutely, to Wands of the Nine of Cups, that led you to this point. Yeah, you lead out with the Seven of Cups in reverse. That lead you to the point to say, that's it. I see my story so clearly, and this is what I want. This is what I want in my future. This is what I want to create. And I don't want to live in that room. I'm hearing that dark, musty, I'm hearing room. Like, I'm seeing someone's in a really dark space. They're like, I don't want to live here. I'm hearing that as well. I don't want to be here. I'm hearing that with the strength. And it could be a space in your mind, right? You're like, I'm done with that. Really, no. And I'm not using cheat codes to get out of this one. I'm hearing that with myself. So in other words, you're really, really putting it into a cycle. It's not like, I'm kind of like gonna maybe do it on Saturday. I'm gonna like put in my calendar, and like, if I don't see that day in my calendar when I'm flipping through my agenda, oops, oh well, I'll do it next Saturday. No. Judgment right there. You are getting on your own case about this as well, Pisces. I'll say it in that way. Okay. You're like, and for a number of you, I'm seeing someone walk into like a room. They're like, pleased to meet you. I'm hearing mall. They walk into like an office. I'm hearing this well. They hold their hand out. They're like, I am stopping the cycle. And I'm hearing now. And there's some kind of presentation, maybe for it's on an energetic level of yourself. I'm hearing of your humanity. It's a representation of what you care about, of what you value, of what you love, and you're not going to let that slip away. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. For what? I'm hearing just for the world to bring it right back to your doorstep and remind you of how much you really do want this. This is for a number you're realizing that your future doesn't have to happen. It is. But what has to be is the awareness that you hold of it, that it is your future, that you want it. And I'm seeing someone who looks around them, at people around, they're like, I wish it was like that. I really want to be with that person. I wish I had a life like that. There's so much around you, Pisces, and that has been around you that you realize, I don't have to look at it like in that way as being something in relation to me. I have that dream, a vision to become. I'm hearing the person who would accept that experience into my reality. So for a number of you, it's something that you've realized you have the potential for. And it's not something that you arrive at the day, oh, today I'm worthy of that. No, Ten of Wands upright. It's now that I love myself enough to invite that experience into my reality. It's already happening, and it's just a matter of when I'm open to it. So for a number of you, it's a vibration that you really tune into Pisces. I'm hearing, and fast. I'm hearing velocità. That means in Italian, very quickly. With the Chariot mirroring that Judgment card, they're perpendicular to one another. There's something that you're planning, and you're not fearful at all whatsoever of who comes. I'm hearing to greet you. I'm hearing as you say goodbye. I'm seeing someone's like, they're getting ready to move out. Let's clear it. Yeah. And there are a lot of people, they're like, no, Pisces, please don't go. It's like somebody is like a performer, they're on stage, like they're getting off and they're not afraid. It's not that moment where you're like, oh my God, I just don't want to meet with them because I don't want them to like convince me that I shouldn't leave. It's more like the thing of, let me meet them. Let me shake all their hands. Let me tell them, hey, I'm showing up for my best future, and it's happening now. So I gotta go. I love you guys though. I'm hearing it in this way. Daughter Wands and the Lovers and the Six of Pentacles. For a number of you, this is a cycle of phase that you're phasing out. This is you, maybe with you. Maybe the audience is you, right? It's something psychological, maybe even, you know, perspective wise, where you're like, I don't need to see myself as just that one act. This is for a number of you. You're diversifying for even your portfolio, your persona, your personality. You have aspects of your being that are coming out. They're flourishing. It's like a bouquet of flowers instead of just one little rose. There's something that you love, Pisces, here with the Judgment card upright that you cannot, I'm hearing, any longer justify not pursuing. And I'm hearing directly. For a number of you, I'm hearing Leo. And you do have the Strength card reverse. Somebody here from your past who you love them hard, Pisces. I'm hearing this way. You love them hard. I'm hearing you love them right. You love them the way you wish they would love you. I'm hearing as well in this way. You loved them the way you wish, I'm hearing, they'd love you back one day. Just in that way. Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength card in reverse. And you got to that point, I'm hearing finally enough to say, I'm hearing, I love you unconditionally, where I don't need to see the love that I put into you be brought back into me. I'm hearing right here, right now. I turn to the life that I love with myself, and I'm hearing, and enough to know that I lead it out. And as much as I love you, I'm hearing as well, I don't need you to let go of what you love to find me in my future, my dream. I create my dream. This is for never, you're letting go of the definition of love that you hold with yourself, where you say, well, I love this, like me with myself. And I'm hearing impermanent. I love this me with myself, but then you would turn to someone, Pisces, and you're like, but I love you too. And so you would like not, address this, whatever this dream is, let's say, that you have so intensely. I'm hearing you have a dream, Pisces, like you would just kind of, I'm hearing address it, but then you'd be like, I'll be right back. And then you would turn to that, let's say that person, that thing, and you're like, it's this dreaming, Pisces, where you say, I wish that you would join me like on this journey, right? And until that point, we didn't take that journey. But I'm hearing at this point, we're again stopping the cycle that has led us just to the edge of taking flight. I'm hearing towards the land of, I'm hearing living our dream and our passion. So, let's clear it. For anyone, you're saying, hey, I'm seeing you're looking at someone, you're saying, hey, like, I did love you the way that I wish you would love me. And that is enough. I did what I could do. But if you are going to sit on the stoop of your life and you just want to sit there, and this can be a mentality, this could be something in your mind's eye, Pisces, as well, where you say, this is an adjunct to my vision, okay? And it's okay to let go of certain puzzle pieces, right? You can say, hey, I will still work on the puzzle, but this is one piece that I got to leave behind, and you know what? Eventually, like, it'll want to join, right? The other piece is, once again, when it sees the wonder that they can create together. So maybe this is something that you realize, I'm going to just let it go, I'm going to put it on hold for now. I'm going to say, hey, it was a pleasure, and hey, it's not something that we have to be hard on each other about, and ultimately ourselves. I don't have to get hard on myself about this with the Seven of Wands, Empress of Right. It doesn't have to feel like I'm letting go of something. It doesn't have to feel like, I put so much in and I'm getting so much, little out in comparison. This is not something that you feel you wasted your time with. It's not something that you end up feeling, what a shame. Not at all. Because it's nothing to be ashamed of, because it was love that you extended. Okay, but at a certain point you realize there is a limit. And that is also considered love, right? Where we are honest in that space of love. You know, when we love something and we say, well, I'm going to sacrifice, like, you know, what I'm really feeling. Let's say it in this way, right? Let's say you meet someone and, like, you really like them, right? And it's like, oh, okay, well, in that moment, you're like, hey, I really want to go to the rodeo house with you. I really want to go to the, I don't know what that was like, rodeo house, okay. It's like when you're on the bull and, okay. It's like, you know, yeah, I really want to go here with you. I really want to, you keep telling this person that, right? At a certain point, right? But then they keep putting it off, and at a certain point, Pisces, okay, you're picking up on some pattern here, right? You're like, all right, so they never want to play that game with me. Okay, right. But I'm saying, like, there was, again, this cycle of, excuse me, Pisces, this cycle of saying, well, excuse me, Pisces. There was a cycle of like, hey, like, I'm going to just keep trying to get it to work. And it's at that point that we start to, it's like at that point, it's not even in the moment that you really want to go to the right house anymore. It's just that you're trying to get them to understand where you're coming from. I'm hearing that as well, to understand your love. And it's not about, I'm hearing that staying power as you feel it at a certain point. I don't have to remain in a situation that does not reciprocate my experience here with myself. I'm hearing in the dream that I dream of. So this is something that you're saying, hey, I'm hearing capito. I'm hearing that. Wow, a lot of Italian here coming through. I'm hearing o capito, which means like, I understood. Her temper's upright, mother pentacles bright. Like someone is like, oh, with absoluteness, definity, defining the pastures. I'm hearing as well, that they will roam. It's like, I don't even know what I'm going to be so-called substituting this with. I'm just going to move in that direction. So for a number of you, you know, we can say you're stepping into the land of risk. The land of, I don't know where the hell the fuck I'm going. The land of, I just love you though. I'm hearing as well. And I am willing to fall in love at this point. And wherever I land, when I do land one day, I'm hearing, I'll at least know that I loved it. I'm hearing the best that I could. I don't know what that was. My daughter cups. Let's clear it. Yeah, this can also be the energy of somebody in your environment. They're like, they want to be with you, Pisces. They want to be with you. They don't want to see you go. They don't want to leave. They don't want to leave. They don't want to love and lose you. I'm hearing as well. And this could be something you're telling someone. You're like, hey, don't worry. Like, it's not the end. We do still have love to invest in this, but it may not be directly to one another. Interesting. I'm seeing someone's like, look, we both have to go on our way. And they are, and they're realizing, hey, I can still sort of give you this cyclicalism of this love that we feel for one another through the other, I'm hearing, virtues in my life. Wow. I'm seeing someone's like, again, they separate maybe physically. Maybe someone has to travel or something, they have to move or whatever they're traveling. And it's like, they say, well, hey, you know, we used to like kiss one another. I don't know what that was going to do, but like, see someone's like, look, I'm going to kiss the flower every day that I see on my walk home. And I'll remember you in that moment. And I will feel that I'm giving you that kiss. Wow. It's so emotional. This is for you with you. You're remembering who you are. I'm hearing your passion. You're reconnecting with nature. This is for you, the Temple card, right? Harmony reverse. You're remembering who you want to be. I'm hearing that as well. And that's just as important. It's just as real as who you so-called feel you are in this moment, or who you are in absoluteness. This is a matter for number Pisces with the Hangman and the Nine of Cups and the Chariot at the apex with the Death card in tow, with the Temperance card and the Father Wands and the Judgment card that pins all of this experience that you feel you're culminating into this moment. It brings it to the stage for you to say to yourself, I stand in my light. I'm here in my power, and I let go of the life that I thought I needed to live. Pisces. They will feel your wind. They will feel your wind. You lead out the sun, and it's just divine. It's divine timing, everything. I'm hearing, even at the very last word, I'm hearing this with the Sun upright. It's like the moment that I say what I really want in life brings me to experience it. I'm hearing this way. And you, maybe for a number of you, you're redefining the way that you see your life, the way that you see how the universe works. You're saying, I don't need to also look at things as, you know, it's like, I'm a victim. I'm hearing that as well. This is not something that I have to feel I'm a victim in the space of as well. I can turn the table and I can really manage and even magnetize. I'm hearing for a number of you, my assets. This is for a number of you, has to do with maybe your mentality surrounding success or financial fortune or hardship. Take it as you will. I'm seeing someone who feels like, I can't handle it. It's too good, and it's too grand. I'm hearing, let's clear it. It's something very subtle. It's a very subtle sort of message that is told in the back. Yeah, but it's at a certain point brought forward, and that is exhilarating. The moment you confront your fear as well, Pisces, here with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Empress upright and the Eight of Cups upright, you're like, I don't give a damn how hard this is. I will literally, I'm hearing step on. I'm hearing my story that even I wrote maybe at a certain point in time, and I will say that's not it anymore. And I will say as well to my future self, I'm hearing, I'm holding on. Wow, Pisces, oh my God. the world, you know who you are. It's like seriously something that you say, and you've said all along. I'll say that as well. But there is a moment where you feel it as something that you don't need to say, but you feel even more. I'm hearing the truth of, I'm hearing the lightness of, I'm hearing that the world's upright, I'm hearing you said it, I'm hearing in your prayer, wow, someone was wishing on something, Emperor upright, like there's something here, the Pisces just, it's true. I'm hearing it's true. And for none of you, this is true love as you feel it. It's something that you don't have to prove anymore. You're like, I don't have to look at the horoscopes over that as well to see, is Sean really my lover? It's like, I don't wonder. I just will my life into my experience. Wow. It's like you come first, Pisces, before your so-called future. It's just fabulous. Like, it's just fabulous, Pisces. Like, and I'm happy for you. I'm really happy for everyone, really. I'm happy for everyone in the part of the chart where this energy and this resurgence of life comes through, and the realization that we just live it, and we can just live it, and we can flow. Let's clear it. I'm hearing, I can feel again. I'm seeing someone's like, their fingers, like, it was like numb. They can like suddenly, their hands, you can feel their fingers again. That's clear. Wow. There's like sensation again here for a number of you. And it's just something so divine. I'm hearing that yet again. It's something that you can reconnect. You have an awakening. You reconnect with divine timing. I'm hearing that as well. It's maybe even past life energy. Well, it's something, related to even psychic work or something that you've started. I'm hearing it's something even from a past life, absolutely for big time. I'm hearing E-G, E-M. I'm hearing MMM. I'm hearing that so strongly. Nine of Swords in reverse. Let's get into it here for you, Pisces. We'll pull here on the 1st of March. Nine of Swords in reverse. The world's upright. The 3rd of March, you have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You got your jaw so tight here, Pisces, with the world's upright on the 2nd. I'm saying you are not letting go of something here because you justified it in your mind's eye. I'm hearing it's something that you said, like, those moments, Pisces, there are those moments where I'm feeling this tingling in my sacral chakra. It's like when like you're going to do that one. Like you feel it. You're like, I'm going to say to that person as well what I feel. I mean, it could be you tapping into what you feel. Another is coming forward to tell you. And I'm seeing number 17 here. It's like, I just feel it in my bones. Like they're going to bring this news forward. I'm hearing that as well. Like, and it's in that moment when you just kind of look at life in that way as saying, it is what it is. I'm hearing that as well. Like it's something that I, see also the potential of, and I'm not going to fight it anymore for a number of you. It's something that you just kind of like, you surrender to almost even, okay? It's like, this is maybe something you had a grand fear of. I mean, a dramatic sort of fear of at a certain point. This is possibly for a number of you. And, you kind of dispel the illusion. It's just really, really exciting. I'm hearing that. Now, you lead out with the Daughter of Cups upright. We'll get back to the energy with the World. There's something that's definitely going to be printed out. I'm hearing ticketed later down the line with the World and the Daughter of Cups and the Father of Wands. You're going to be traveling here with someone. I'm seeing that real big time. I'm here October. There's something you're definitely going to be. I'm hearing river, by the river. There's some kind of river here. You're going to be traveling here, Pisces, for a number of you. It's, big time. And it could be a past life energy ticket as well, but it's something that you're maybe even reconnecting on the vision or the notion of even, but it's something that maybe, you're going to be traveling. No, Pisces, like Temperance at the base of the World, you're going to definitely be. What this is, and it could be a past life energy, catching in the chariot and the theme. It could be a past life energy that is sort of like connecting the dots here a little bit with where it is that you feel you're going, like actually here in this particular dimension possibly as well. There's definitely history here coming up for review. And we have here the Father Wands again, leading out on the 3rd, 4th, 5th, the 5th. We lead into, let's clear it around the 6th with the 10 of Wands upright. And something is moving very quickly here. Temperance upright here on the, I'm hearing as well, you may have even solved something here by the 6th. It's like, but really by the 2nd of March, I mean, you got everything sort of like situated. Like it's that feeling of my flight is tomorrow, but like I was ready like 6 days ago. I'm hearing like in this way, Temperance leading out. It's like, and it could be on a metaphorical level. It could be on a psychological level where you say, I know where this is headed. I'm hearing that as well. I know where this is going. Temperance here leads out from the 7th. There's a bravery here, Pisces, that you're very much, I'm hearing, in love with as well in yourself, where you say, I really can do this. I can do this. This is a good look. I'm here for me. I feel this. I feel that this can work out. I'm here also between us. Maybe that you've even met someone here. Let's pull another card. You got the Fool coming through. No, this is an absolute even awakening for a number of you. So whatever it is, it's like you just kind of, it's a love at first sight energy. Yeah. It's like for a number of you, this is even something, a project you've started and it's just getting going. It's just like, moving. You don't have to like push I'm hearing the baby on the bike anymore. It's just they're baby on the bike. Okay, they're just kind of like they're doing the thing now. I'm hearing tricycle, interesting. Now, but yet again, around the temperance card, it's like this is something that you are observing in yourself even, and maybe it's a shift, it's a change. You're like, I really like this. I'm seeing you're supporting yourself even in this space, which is very interesting. Now, wow, you got the Mother of Pentacles upright. This doesn't get any more sort of serendipitous with the Son of Cups landing at the base of the Daughter of Cups in reverse, mirroring her exactly. There is, I mean, precisely, there's something that we predicted. I'm hearing this way. Now we lead into the, let's clear it around. This is the 6, 7, 8, 9, 9th. I'm seeing someone's a little bit freaked out about something. I'm not really saying it's your energy, but it can be as well. Maybe you're feeling someone nervous. They're thinking about maybe communicating. You have here the Son of Cups in reverse, but if you would, I mean, it's like you would have a dream prior to Ace of Swords with a Magician that sits over that Ace. They came out as a couple. I'm hearing that. It's like a duo. I'm hearing, okay, Magician in reverse, Ace of Swords are bright. They're sitting on, it's like 2 cards here on the 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10th. Now we have here, I keep hearing February. I'm hearing coaching. Now, on the 11th, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. The 12th is the 3 of Cups upright. The 13th is the Emperor upright. The 14th is the Moon in reverse. Okay, yeah, so, like, I'm seeing one thing that becomes clear is just like a snowball. It makes so much else clear in this space as well. Like, it's just a lot happening possibly as well at the same time. It's like, there's something that you're also just in love with. You know those moments when you're just, like, in love with what you're doing and, like, you don't feel time? That's what I'm getting here real strongly. Now, you lead into the 2 of Cups. Let's clear it. This is right around the 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Something is shifting. It's the tables, baby. They've turned. The minute that you shifted your vibration, I'm hearing this specifically for a number of you, the moment you invited, ultimately, I'm hearing this new love, this grand new love into your life with the 2 of Cups. For a number of you, there's someone here maybe you met, absolutely. And it's just like, wow, like, it's just like another type of life. I mean, like, you feel like you're really, like, you're living, like, a different life. Like, I'm hearing this for a number of you. And so, for a number of, there's a decision here. Oh, you got the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, Pisces. It's really emotional. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm here as a baby for a number of you. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's like that moment when, like, someone's telling something out and it's a surprise, but, like, they just start talking about it, like, in the first few moments, you're like, wait, I kind of understand where this is going. It's like something like that. They didn't say it yet, but, like, it's a moment when you're like, they're further in front, you're understanding where they're going with this. The 2 of Cups and the Daughter of Pentacles, the Daughter of Swords. Yeah, you kind of you catch on to something, like, you're understanding. I'm hearing that. Daughter of Pentacles are bright. Let's clear it. Daughter of Swords in reverse. Oh, again, let's clear it. Backtrack. Daughter of Pentacles are bright. Daughter of Swords in reverse. You lead out with the Ace of Pentacles up right. This is, again, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The 19th. I'm seeing there's something like, boo, boo, boo. It's like it's like even the sound of fireworks or something like that. It's a big fucking deal, Pisces, on the Ace of Pentacles. And it may be invisible, but it is felt. It's a shift here, Pisces. You've leveled up. You've literally led yourself into the next chapter of your world. You're done with that shitty, I'm hearing, shopkeeper as well, who wouldn't show you the best of his goods. Let's clear it. I don't know what that was linked to. Oh my. Okay, it's terrible. I mean, ugh, terrible. I'm saying someone's like, they come in from, like, the cold. There's, like, blizzard outside. They rush in. They huddle into, like, this warm hut. Okay, they're like, ugh. They're got, like, snow all over them. They're like, I gotta shake it off. Like, devil, I gotta shake it off. You gotta be dealing with a Capricorn. Yeah. I'm hearing Calypso. I'm hearing that so strongly. Calligraphy or something like that. They came through in the Aquarius reading, but it was like Callisto. I don't know. But it's like calligraphy, but it's like Caliph or something like that. Anyways, devil upright. Like, there's something that just, how do we say this? It could also be karmic. Absolutely, yeah. This is something almost ironic even. It's like, the person I thought was, like, gonna, like, you know, dump all of his, like, load onto me ends up, like, dumping it on himself. Like, thank God I have to deal with that. Let's maybe someone even, like, they kind of show their true colors and, like, at a really good time. Like, right when you're about to, like, sign the papers, it's like, you're about to, like, buy a house or something even. You're about to move in. Like, the moment you're, like, literally about to sign off, it's like this big, like, stork. I'm hearing, it's like a big bird, a big ass bird, like, barges into the room. I'm hearing this way. And they're like, letters on the table now, everyone. They like, it's like a holdup, I don't know what, but it's like from like cops. They like they're like, everyone, like, it's like freaking crazy. Empress leading out for the, maybe on an energetic level, like somebody calls something out. Maybe you're even like in the garden. I mean, you're like walking outside somewhere. Pisces is like someone just shows up and they give you this like it's like a little bird with a little message. It's like last minute news. Like, let's clear it. Maybe you're about to sign a paper. You're like, wait, okay. They're like, are you going to sign it? You're like, give me just 1 second. I'm seeing smoke here. You leave the room. You're like, I just need a little break, like real quick. You go outside and you're walking through the garden. You're like touching a leaf. You're kind of, you know, when you're zoning out, kind of, right? So called, you're like touching a leaf and you're just feeling it, but you're like focusing on it, but you're not thinking, you're just kind of zoning into the leaf. And it's like, I'm seeing suddenly you start to like see something. I don't know. It's very interesting. There's something that's like something, it's like a bug or something. It's something symbolic though. It's like I'm hearing scarab beetle. This is running into my nose right there. 3 of Wands upright. It's something that is just, it appears, it emerges, okay? Let's clear. It's in front of you. It's a dragonfly. I'm here. It's a dragonfly. Yeah. 1 second. It's like something miraculous. This came through in the Aquarius here. It's like something just kind of like, what? I'm seeing even like a bubble. Like, you know, in Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz, in Dorothy, wow, I was like, is this her imagination? In her mind, in the mind of Dorothy, remember when there was that scene, right? When the fairy godmother, she arrives in the bubble. Okay. I'm hearing police. Interesting. Let's go. Like someone just kind of, I'm hearing like, you know, we're talking on the radio receiver. It's like, you can kind of make out some knowledge. I'm hearing as well of the situation. Interesting. There's just something that comes about in that very moment that saves you from that vacation. I'm hearing as well in this way. Like someone's like, don't go. Like I'm hearing as well. But this person, they weren't talking to you maybe even. It's someone just kind of traveling on the way. They were talking to someone like behind you, but you thought they were talking to you in that moment. And in that moment, you're like, whoa, wait, why did you just say that? And you look behind you and you see that they're like, oh, sorry, no, I was talking to the person behind you, but like it was directed to you. And that is something, I mean, you can't dismiss that. I'm hearing this way for a number. You're like, I can't dismiss that. Like, yeah, Hierophant, wow. Something even like, oh, I don't know what this is alluding to, but like something burns down. It could be a metaphor. It's like karma comes forward. It's like the minute you're going to marry someone, I'm doing that as well. Like you get a call from like someone's like, we're looking for this guy. He's like in love with like Land Rovers. Do you know who we're talking about? Like he's got like, lazy boy tires. I don't know what that's alluding to on his car. He's got like a slouch. He's kind of good looking. He's kind of like, give me that. Like over here, he's kind of rude. Maybe as well. He's kind of like the Grinch as well. He's kind of greedy. They're trying to profile somebody. Like this is what he's like. This is sort of profile. It's like, yeah, and he only eats candy. Like what else? What else can we tell him? He likes mayonnaise on a sandwich, but like not too much, like very little. I'm hearing that. It's like something very particular. Like maybe it's not directly though. It's something indirect, like someone saying something, maybe even you're observing someone talking to someone else, but it's communicating to you directly in that moment, Pisces. Like you feel like someone is indirectly trying to get a message across to you. Now in that moment, I'm hearing as well with the devil upright. For whatever this has to do with music, there is something that I'm hearing you can't say you didn't see. I mean, you can't say you didn't hear. You can't say you didn't feel. For a number of you, this is the presence maybe even of a spirit guide, someone who just comes to you and literally touches your shoulder. They're like, Pisces, like, I have to let you know that I'm hearing Lincoln is I'm hearing sick? Abraham, one second, let's clear it, 1 second. I'm seeing like a bird, it's like flying here. Abraham, one second. Sal. He's sitting on a perch, like someone, this is Pisces, you got some kind of clues from the universe. They could be a body of spirit guides actually. They're wanting to move you in a certain direction. They're like, Pisces, over here. But it's like, I'm hearing Salem, Massachusetts, so strongly. This is someone who's like trying, they want to maybe even get you to move. They're like, Pisces, like, it's like they're trying to get your attention though in like a cute way even. It's like in a I'm hearing cocky. I'm hearing that with the devil upright, Ace of Pentacles upright. Like they're trying to nudge you like in another direction, but like kindly. I'm in this way, like it's like fun, trying to make it fun even, like gum drops like this way. You know, it's very interesting. But like it's something, but like you're starting to pick up on it. You're like, okay, wait. I think that they want me to Water that garden over there. Okay, got it. They're like, so someone's picking up on something here, and it can be, again, like even news that is communicated through astral here. I'm the devil upright. Let's clear. Yeah, it's news through it's news that's communicated through astral for no reason. The devil looking in the future. So if someone even this like this, I wasn't supposed to hear his conversation, but like somehow it's clear. Yeah, no, I wasn't supposed to hear his conversation, but the landline got mixed up, and I received his message, and then he pinged back my brother instead. Yeah, I'm hearing again. I got his message. He pinged back my brother. It got all sort of mixed up, but it was perfect. The timing was just divine, and that's how I knew. I'm hearing my story was right. I'm hearing that with the Mother of Swords at the base of the devil. It's like we caught someone in their trap. We did. And the timing was, again, it was like, it's like that moment when like someone gets caught and it's like the police arrive on set exactly when they need to, sort of energy. Like, I don't know what that's leading to for everyone, but the minute that like, I'm hearing the gator, I'm hearing the dragon, it's like somebody arrives on set. It's like some kind of animal. Again, it could be an animal that saves even like another animal. It's like in the freaking, not the nick of time, the freaking court of time. We're going nickel, quarter. It's like, this is someone even who's just, they didn't mean to like save someone. They're just kind of like showing up to their job every day. I'm hearing like, they gave you like a little clue that was astronomical. I'm hearing in the message that it actually delivered to you. It's like a little bird who just kind of like sat on your finger. Even I'm hearing this for a number of you, and then you were like, okay, fill me in. I'm hearing that like. And you literally, you understood. I'm hearing the way that I'm hearing their feathers. I'm hearing as well. We're flying. Like someone was trying to tell you again. I'm hearing something Pisces. 7 of Wands upright, leading you out on this last week. I'm hearing someone orders, they're like, I got to get into the fast lane. They like punch their ticket. I'm hearing pills. Someone's like, do you have your pills? It's sort of like, yeah. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Pentacles in reverse, Chariot, Mother Cups, like someone's going to be traveling even with someone to somewhere. Now, for a number of you, possibly someone is going to go on vacation here, even with someone, and like maybe last minute they decide, you know what, no. I'm gonna lick that envelope. I'm gonna seal it, and it's okay if it doesn't have a letter in it. It's gonna arrive, and it's gonna be. I'm hearing the Hallmark announcement. I don't know what that's leading to. What? Like someone's luggage actually. Maybe they say, hey, I'm not gonna get on the flight. Like they let go of their luggage. They're like, let it go. Like let's just let it go. Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing fill me in. I'm hearing bees. Like bees are buzzing here with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Cups upright, the Sun upright. Someone's possibly even making a decision. I'm hearing my aunt. I'm hearing that Mother Wands in reverse. And okay, now for a number of you, you do have assistance here. It is pronounced. You have maybe for a number of you, even a parent here who is really by your side here during this process, who is in action. I'm hearing it in this way with a Chariot, and they could be somebody who has, let's say, also passed. They are possibly in another dimension observing your experience here, and they are absolutely involved in what you have on the table next. I don't know, this could be a very particular message, and this is just a general reading. I'm just channeling what's coming through. Maybe this is what you feel. But the Mother Cup, somebody maybe has confirmed this for you. Somebody has told you this. They're like, yeah, now maybe it's even a decision you've made for a number of you, but you're working heavily with guides around this time is what I'm hearing. So now for a number of you, I'm hearing, listen to me. Like someone even leaves someone a message. It's like anonymous. It's like, listen, I'm hearing you need to leave your life in Bakersfield. Wait, hold on. Let's clear it. Bail? 1 second. With the Chariot. Let's clear it. 1 second. Somebody's like, I can't leave. Like, I got all of this stuff here. I'm hearing that. 2 Swords in reverse. I got all of my, like, 1 second. This could be a passive energy for a number as well. I got all my children. I'm hearing all of their changes of clothes. Like this person's like, I'm telling you, like, leave it. I'm hearing that. Lovers upright, looking through the Tower, looking through the 2 of Swords. This person they got 2 thumbs. I'm hearing this way. They're looking at them both. They're trying to decide. They're like, left or right. Like, do I let it go or do I like? I'm hearing, do I go like? I'm hearing up. Interesting. Let's clear it. What? They're like, it's like lift off. I'm hearing that 5 Pentacles. They're like, how do I? Listen, someone's deciding in that moment. There is a really clear message that comes through. It's like a horn or something, like it's like an animal. It's like maybe someone gets a little bit of a message and then they get like a really clear message. It's like they saw a little butterfly fluttering by right when they were thinking like, should I go broke? I don't know what that's going to with the Empress and Lovers. Then they're thinking of marrying someone, I'm hearing that again. And then it's like, they're thinking, wait, he kind of like, I'm hearing he almost like, maybe it's even a decision you made in the past and like it wasn't a great financial decision, or you felt like maybe it's kind of risky, or it will be. Now, yeah, it's kind of risky. It is kind of risky in the next term. I'm hearing that. Maybe someone's thinking of continuing something, but they're like, I don't know if I can continue that again, like another time around. It's maybe kind of risky financially, possibly for a number of you, the Hermit and the Lovers, and it's like possibly something you've been registered to. Now, whatever it is, let's clear it. It could be a vacation or a trip. It's like something even ritualistic you do like every so often. You're like, I don't think this time I should do it. It's kind of risky. I'm hearing that yet again. And for a number of you, again, I'm hearing like in the moment you get like a little butterfly, right? They're like, they flutter over to you. You're like, wait, he looks like my best friend. I'm hearing that. There's something uncanny about even the timing, like right when you get off the phone with your friend or something like that, like it's clear. It's something that's associated. You're like, I feel like they're giving me some sort of insight. But it's like right when you get off the phone with your friend or right when they call you, there's a butterfly fluttering around. You're like, the timing of that, it was too spot on. I'm hearing that. But you're still kind of thinking about it. Yeah, for now, this is a guide. The high priest in reverse, like someone's trying to be like, hey, hi. I'm hearing that. Okay, it's something even with timing. I'm hearing Roman numerals. Ishmael was like crazy there. Two of Pentacles, it's like something that I'm hearing Adrian. Now let's clear it, backtrack. And ground. Now, then it's like you're wondering. You're like, you go back to it. You're like, ketchup or mustard? Ketchup or mustard? It's like you're about to say it for like a third time, Pisces. Like, and all of a sudden, it's like there's like a butterfly. I'm hearing it's like a big red ketchup colored butterfly. It's like, got it. I caught on to it this time. Okay, I'm catching up with you guys. Okay. High priestess. All right, 3 of Wands. Let's clear it around. No, for a number of you, there's something that like you even like. You made a decision or something like this. But you maybe even like let go of, you were like, I'm not sure, I don't know if I should do it yet. I'm hearing that. Maybe this is something that you've done in the past and it's like you're coming back around to the same point. You're like, what do I do? Like, really? Like, and it's something maybe you're reconsidering here with the Death card as well, looking over the Two of Pentacles, looking through. But this is someone, well, one second, yeah. So there's something maybe even that you're cleaning up. I'm hearing that with the Hermit and the Lovers. For a number of you, this is something that like, maybe it's even a message that you feel I have to talk about this. Like, I'm hearing he doesn't know, like someone maybe even wants to reveal something here. Yeah, I'm hearing Ackle, I'm hearing Actis, Actis. I don't know. Actis, I don't know. Let's put now for a number. Yeah, no, but something was this is something for a number of you, like someone's giving you a hint about something. They're like leaving a little tip or a clue. I'm hearing yellow balloon. Or, yeah. You're trying to find something, like, but you kind of, I don't want to say you're like looking in the wrong place and like someone's trying to, it's like hot, cold. It's that game, you know, when you're playing charades and like all they say is like hot or cold, like you're getting hotter or you're getting colder. It's like, so they don't tell you directly, but it's like, okay, I think I'm getting colder. All right, time to go in the other direction. I'm hearing that 3 of Wands upright, Hermit upright. Maybe for a number you just realize something. You're like, okay, so that wasn't really like taking me anywhere special. So I think I'm gonna like turn around. I'm hearing that, the Hermit and the 3 of Wands. Now, for a number of you, like it is something related to possibly nature. It's like you decided to turn around at the right time. Let me just tell you, Pisces, it was like the minute, I'm hearing the minute that the lion, I'm hearing purred. Like maybe you feel like you also exited an industry. Well, one second. Something related to an industry with a farm. I'm hearing that with the 4 of Pentacles and the Hypers with the animals, farm animals. You decided to transport or move a body of people. I'm hearing that as well. Like out of a certain area, but it was like right in the freaking nick of time. I'm hearing filing lawsuit. It's like you just grazed it, Pisces. Like you grazed it with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse of the 4. Maybe even someone else was like freaking amazed. They're like, how the hell did she freaking like do that? Like, I'm seeing like there's something just kind of, someone's like, that's it, I'm done. Like, I'm just gonna check right out of this. This is maybe someone who's trying to cause a little bit of like trouble. Okay, I'm hearing in the summer. I don't know what that's alluding to. And, you know, they definitely got caught by, I'm hearing Cupid and his arrow, but not in a good kind of, oops, I'm in love kind of way. It's like, this is, how do we say this, Claire? Love and light to everybody here, but there's just something that someone got caught in their own trap. Yeah, no, they did. They got their toes stuck. I'm hearing the toughest part of it as well. And they had to make a decision. Am I tough enough to, like, take myself out now? Like, or should I admit this? So it's either they're going to say, help! Okay, or they're going to get their toe stuck in the freaking trap, and they're going to try to rip the toe off. What the hell? No. Okay, so, you know, take it as you will, Pisces. Let's clear the ground. It's like, someone realizes it's better to also be honest. Okay, they didn't want to sacrifice, like, the whole entire storyline just for this little Band-Aid. I'm hearing of a boo-boo that they could easily clean up. I'm hearing with another stakeholder. I'm hearing the Three of Swords. So maybe for a number of you, someone's like, oh, I don't want to get into all of that. They decide to just let something go. Like, you can have the left side of the wheelbarrow. Goodbye. I'm hearing that as well. Like, someone's like, they're fighting for like a fucking nickel. Okay, dime. It's like, get your horse back on the road. Like, it seems like you're really I'm hearing you're broke. I'm hearing that was clear. No judgment. I don't know what this is going to, but somebody was just trying to cheat someone out. Like, they're so freaking greedy with them as well. It's like, oh, we're gonna shortchange you like on a little like stamp. It's like, okay, you're another type of person. Like, you're in another field. You're in your own mind, I think, too. A little bit too much. Like, how do we say this? This is a friend, even maybe someone at a certain point, like, they called them their friend, and then they saw like how they would talk about other people as well, and that really made a lot of sense, but not in a fun way to someone, like, in the way of saying, I now see like kind of where this is going. Like, in other words, the way people talk about other people to you is pretty much usually how they're talking about you to other people. It's like, patterns exist in the way that people swim in the ocean. I'm hearing that as well. Like, and sooner or later, the waves will welcome. I'm hearing us back to the shore and vice versa. Like, everything will be, you know, circulating. So if someone thought, oh my God, I'm not gonna get caught for this, like, and then suddenly they're caught in this like fucking huge tidal wave of like torture as well, where they're like, and it could be like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in the torture chamber. Like, what's going on with like my life? Everything is kind of going downhill, and like I felt like I was at the slumber party, and now I feel like I'm like, you know, the soup that they're all serving each other at it, and like now I feel awkward, and like everything's badly timed, and like I used to be like really good at this. What happened? And it's like, let's clear it. I'm hearing, well, Goldilocks gave her grandmother the wrong number, and she actually dialed it. I'm hearing in this way, let's clear it. And then that was, I'm hearing the way that Brad understood. I'm hearing that there were pits in the cherry. I don't know what that's going to. I'm hearing, and not only the apple. Wow. So someone was playing with fire. That's just what it comes down to. They were playing, this is a devil here pinning the high priestess. It's funny because, you know, it's like, you called it out. I'm hearing that as well. For a number of you, like, someone looked at a space, they literally said, I have the look of love in my eyes, but not yet. I'm hearing this way, like, maybe they held off on something. For a number of you, the high priestess mirroring the devil, you know, this is something that, I'm hearing stock with the death card. Let's clear it around. You know, someone thought, like, okay, how do we say this? It's kind of unfortunate for the flies that want to travel far, but don't have eyes. I'm right in this way. Like, let's just like clear it and just like drag it out. That came through in the fucking, was it Aquarius reading or the Cancer reading? The Cancer reading. That was yeah, the Mercury going direct reading for Cancer. I'm hearing, I'm sorry, like I'm hearing the letter S here so strongly. I'm hearing, I've solved the equation. I'm not interested in the algorithm really, and I think you have also an acting class to tend to. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm hearing goodbye. I'm hearing that, like, this person is just, they see maybe the whole story now. They're like, French. I'm hearing French is not wine every time. I'm hearing that. Interesting. Someone, no, they really got very lucky. They were gonna go on vacation with somebody here. They were like, I'm gonna live my life with this person. I'm gonna live my whole life with this person. We're gonna be in love. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be here, there. I'm hearing London. I'm hearing, Chariot, Nine of Cups, Empress. We are going to be here. We're going to be there. I'm hearing that again. And it's like, at a certain point you realize, now we're going to get into it because you do lead out with the Two of Cups. You lead out with the Empress. Maybe this is something that you've already discovered. You've already realized, because this is just sitting on top of your reading, which is like a film of energy. On top of what it is that you actually decide, I'm moving definitely in that direction. With the Empress, you're leading yourself towards the space of empowerment. I'm hearing the juiciest apple of all is the one that you just take a bite out of, but you don't. I'm hearing share with others. I don't know what that's alluding to, Pisces, but maybe it's something that you said, hey, you know, I don't need to like have others validate my life for me and tell me that I'm worth love. That's just like what it is. Maybe at a certain point you were like, I don't want to be single. I want to be with someone, or I want to enjoy this with someone else. It's like, no, at a certain point, like, I just enjoy. I mean, maybe at a certain point you realize it's so silly, it's so funny. Why are you looking back at yourself? Why would I ever give that person so much of myself, so much of my life? Why would I put so much love into something that just felt like a fucking trench? And it literally just like drained my spirit. And it's something that you realize, you have the epiphany, and that's the point where you say, I'm just going to enjoy this part of my experience that I draw out. And you rock it, Pisces. You step on that stage and I will be standing, I'm hearing, in shock. I'm hearing clapping. Wow, maybe this was someone's telling you, like, this is a guide though for a number of you. Like, I'm hearing shaking. I'm hearing that with the Empress. Like, this is someone who is supporting you. I'm hearing that as well. Like, this is something though, even you with yourself, you're looking in on yourself and you're saying, I can see how far I've come. And I don't look back because my life is too exciting. My life is too magnetizing for me not to move into it fully. I'm hearing as who I am and as who I become. So there's a question potential here. Now let's clear it back, sharking ground. Yeah, well, you're definitely gonna have a test here, Pisces. 1, 2, maybe. You know, there are going to be times where you shaved a part of your leg and you're like, oops, should I not have done that? Like, I don't know what that's going to, but at a certain point, Pisces, I'm hearing you've made a decision though. I'm hearing this like yet again. I'm hearing, and it's not heresy this time. I'm hearing the hybrid. Maybe someone said, that's it. And they made a decision in the past and then someone maybe talked them out of it, or they were like, Pisces, like, you have a GoPro. Like, it's like all in your head. It's like, you know, and then you didn't announce something. I'm hearing this for a number of you, and then it's like, oops, like, yeah, you're right. Like, what did I just say? Let's clear. It's like, and then this time you're like, actually, let's clear it. I'm hearing life is happening now. And you know, the person who sort of cuts you off from your train of thought, so-called, of what you really feel, that could be yourself too, where you have a sort of self-talk space, right? I'm hearing, let's clear it. Motive. It's like you felt like I had to prove it to myself. I'm hearing that again. In order to act, it's not a dream you have, Pisces. It's like, you're looking at this dream, you're like, to do it, I have to do this. And it's, you make it, there was a conditional sort of space and scope around the story for you, but no longer is that the case. Now, for a number yet again, let's trail this out with a 6 of Pentacles in reverse and the Devil upright. This is someone who's just like, it's like when they catch the culprit and they're wailing their arms and their legs, and it looks so silly. It looks like something we can't even see. It's like, I don't even want to see what happens at this point. Like, let him just like live. I'm here as well with the Devil upright. Like, this is someone who's just letting go. They're not getting all caught up in the karmic sort of undertow. I'm hearing as well of like, how does that work and how does this work and why did it happen? Like, someone does not want to know like what went down there. Let's clear it. Like, they don't know. They don't know. They don't want to know. Now, maybe something was even filmed or taped. They're like, do you want to see it? It's like, no, like, I don't want to see anything. I'm hearing related to that because, you know, it's not that you don't want to, it's just that you're more moved in the direction of what you actually really, really want to see. And so it could be, this energy can be, again, like a thought space that you're just not giving your time and energy to anymore. So with the Ace of Cups leading you out, Pisces, it's a very big book. You're flipping through it. You're getting close to that last chapter. It is the one that ooh, I'm feeling a little nauseous right there. That brings your story in such a way to be told. Let's clear it. Yeah, this is something that you not only experience, okay, and that you hold as a space of where you say, I've culminated in this, but in a space, but it is also something that you feel, now it's time to say something about this. And for a number of you, this is a chapter of your life that's led you to a point where you say, I'm now comfortable with how I talk about what I've experienced, and in a way where I can conclude my life story. I mean, I don't know what those ones for everyone, to this point at least, possibly for a number of you, in such a way where I say I appreciate also that which has led me to this point. So for a number of you, this is a spirit of gratitude, absolutely, as well, that we see with the Ace of Cups leading out in this last week. I'm hearing, I traveled so far, and like, for a number of you, this is something of an expectation. You thought, I thought it was going to be that, but it ended up not really being that, and ended up actually being this. And maybe this is something you're telling, like, even your audience. You're like, hey, like, life doesn't always go, like, forward in the square dance, like, according to the shape of a square. Like, this is not always the way that we see it, and then it happens to be interesting. So, but there's some experience that just qualifies that for you on another level. And let's see anything else here coming through Pisces. I'm hearing L is for the way you look at me. Four. I'm here 4. Wow, Ace of Cups, yeah. So this is something, there's a lot of guidance here. We'll get into your extended Pisces. We'll read further here. I'm seeing like something really pale. I don't know what that's going to. But there could be something that, you're going to be, for now you're going to be moving. I'm hearing London so strongly here for a number of you. But one more note here. For a number of you, though, you're also going to be reinvesting your resources possibly in actually somewhere abroad. But the Magician and the Ace of Wands. And if that's the case, it's a big jump. But let's just see that one more time here. The countdown here, we've got the 19th was, we said, the Ace of Pentacles. Yep, and so the 20th is the Devil upright. The 21st is the Father of Pentacles upright. 22nd, you've got this mountain of energy with the Ace of Cups and the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. You lead then into the 23rd with the Summit, of Wands upright. 24th, 2 of Pentacles and the Star. It's like, there's so much that, well, we'll get into it in the extended. The 24th is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, Mother Swords upright. And this extended we'll be reading on March 15th to April 15th. We'll look at greater depth of these last 2 weeks of March, and we'll start to really, I'm hearing we're going to start looking forward into the next chapter. Thank you for tuning in, Love of the Light, too. And again, I'm here for now. This is something that you're actually writing, that you're strategizing, you're writing for. It could actually be something that, let's clear it 1 second. You will be writing a story about. For nobody, it's something you're taking on legally. And if that is the case, it is pretty serious. Like, and you got backup here. You definitely have a lot of support. Okay. Like, yeah, it's, how do we say this? There's a specialist who is exactly well-versed in what exactly it is that you're working through. They may actually even have insight. They may know someone here. I'm hearing that as well. They have know-how that is just, you met the right person at the right time sort of energy, and it just really fits in with the buzz. I'm hearing that. I don't know what that's looks like. Maybe, it's like the kind of feeling when you have a project, you want to get off the ground, and you meet the right person at the right time, so call. Well, you meet someone that feels like, they have some sort of information. Now, you lead out the Mother Swords about yet again. There's something that for a number of you, though, that you're also saying, and it is something very clear, like, by the end of the month, there's something that maybe you've already actually said. But it's a reinforcement here. Yeah, definitely. Because, you have the preliminary energy of the Star and the Mother Swords. But on top of that, we layer it with the 2 of Pentacles upright and the 6 of Pentacles upright. So there's something that you're just kind of maybe even getting comfortable in the space. Well, you're generating. You're getting comfortable with. I'm hearing that again. You're calling out. I'm hearing that as well. If you had invested in something here earlier in the month, I'm seeing by the end of the month, there's something very exciting. Okay, but let's go one more note here. You might even have somebody invest in your project. And this is for a number of you. I'm hearing legally again. No, if you're dealing with a Pisces, I'm hearing do not legally challenge them. If you're thinking of doing something here, do not even think to inchworm your way in their direction. This is something that is actually dangerous. I'm hearing this way with the Star and the Mother Swords. I don't know what that's going to. 1 second. I'm hearing, like, for example, even if you're even thinking of just like anything related to legal matters, if you're thinking of like trumping a Pisces around, I'm hearing set your digits down. I'm hearing it's not even the real number. Oh, I don't know. Take it as you will. This is really, no, I'm going to get my foot in the fucking trap. Don't do it. I'm hearing that again. Like, again with the Mother Swords upright. Like, you're better off, okay, sitting and feeling, I'm hearing, like, the pet sitter. This might even be someone, I don't know. Let's clear it. Something, there's something that, maybe it has to do actually with a move. 1 second. Yeah, I'm hearing, I'm hearing someone maybe even has like some kind of remote. I don't know what that's about. Remote. I'm hearing remote viewing of the Star and the Mother Swords, remote control, remote view. No, let's clear it. 1 second. I'm hearing role play with the 2 of Pentacles. and the Mother of Swords. It's like someone has more information than someone else thinks they have. I'm hearing that as well. Like someone thinks, oh, they're kind of dumb or that. Yeah, like dumb, but in the language that means smart. Like if you're going to use that word even, like at least say it correctly. Like I don't know what that's alluding to. Let's clear it. But like there's just something that is just silly at a certain point and is better off left unsaid. I'm hearing it kind of, maybe that's what someone's telling someone. They're giving them a warning. They're like, seriously, if you want to slide in the DM and you want to slither your way back out like that, this is someone calling someone out. They're like, I will step on. I'm hearing your silent syllables and vowels. I'm hearing, and they will be heard. I'm hearing in this way. Whoa. Like, yeah, no, it's really like this. So for a number of you, this is also something involving a tomb. Yeah, no, it is. Yep. This is something like someone feels like they're opening some space. You don't go near that, okay? They don't go near that with a star bright. If you do, yeah, look at this. Death card with the 3 of Swords, with a star leading you out, with the 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. It's like someone's like digging something out. Like, you go near that, your thumb will be in your mouth. But at the other end of it, I'm hearing it this way, like, yeah, take it as you will. Like, I don't know what. It's like something was really, I'm hearing, like, wrongly, someone mishandled something that was actually very sacred. Yes, let's clear. I'm seeing someone, again, don't open anything, but if you do, it's like, there's something that is a spell. I'm hearing, I don't know, Leo. I'm hearing Leo so strongly. It's like, you try to go near that. I'm hearing, you will touch fire even if you don't see it. It's something like that. So this is something even on an energetic, and I don't want to scare anybody. It's like if you're not doing goofy goof off shit, you're fine. But if you're thinking that you are a lover of, like, I'm hearing Leona Lewis and I'm hearing, and she let you know that you're not, you will be fined. I'm hearing it in this way, and big time. And it's not just like, LOL, she's mad, I'm gonna laugh and make her fine. Yeah, no, this is something that is financially also going to cost. I'm hearing tens of hundreds of thousands of people. I'm hearing also they're like, what in the heck? Let's clear it. Oh my. No, this is like on another, this is for another review. Like, this is something going down in history, okay? Like, but it's like gonna slip down the side of the freaking mountain like a mudslide, and it's just gonna get more complicated from there. I'm hearing that as well, but with that person, with themselves. So it's like they're gonna have some kind of lifetime, I'm hearing, pre-sequel novel they're gonna have to write out. It's like that feeling of detention, like, you know, it's not gonna be, ooh, I'm the cool kid who got detention. It's gonna be like, fuck my life, like, I got detention and like I'm literally alone. Like, you're gonna be alone in a lifetime where you learn a fucking lesson, and a hard lesson. I'm hearing this way. This is to people who think they are funny when they're being ridiculously rude. I'm hearing as well, like, to people who don't deserve that kind of treatment. Like, don't talk to anyone like that, actually, right? Because when you talk to someone like that, you're really talking to yourself like that, and that's unwanted behavior. I'm hearing, especially by those who see the light and the darkness. I'm hearing in that behavior. And it's not to say, hey, you know, just have a check on that, right? Everybody has maybe a thought that is like unwanted, but it's a matter of how you work with that thought. It's like, are you going to let that kind of, are you going to think about that about yourself and then try to put that on another person? Like, that is something that maybe someone else will even call out, and it's something they're gonna call upon guides to work through this space. I'm hearing, and it is something that is handled, I'm hearing, not on this realm. Now, this energy came through very strongly in the Libra reading. This was about a month ago. If you feel guided, it was something like, the title of that was like, truth is not truth unless it is told as truth. Yeah, again, truth is not truth unless it is told. Truth is not truth unless it is told as truth. So for a number of you, there is something that I'm hearing you did, maybe for a number of you, you feel like someone took advantage of you. And if that's the case is closed, don't worry. I'm hearing, because the universe is watching. And that's how we know that the world works in the favor of love. Yes, it does. It turns towards the light. I'm hearing the lightness of that feeling. In other words, you cannot fake the universe out as like, I'm doing something bad, but I'm going to make it look like it's good. You just cannot do that. So work on yourself. I'm hearing enough so that you can get to the point where you don't need to say something is something that it's not. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, if you feel like, you know, you need to, like, I don't know what. It's like, let's clear it. When you feel like, you know, you're not able to, and this is like a vibration where you're like, I want to get to that level. Let's clear it. Where you're like, I want to get to that point where I don't feel humiliated. I'm hearing, as for a number of you, I'm hearing, when it comes to how I share my light. And so, take it as you will. It could be in a number of ways. Maybe there's someone who's shy when they get physical. I don't know. This is maybe for a number of, there's something maybe that they want to express. It's an aspect of themselves, but they feel nervous. Now let's clear it. I'm hearing cover with the devil upright. I'm hearing cover up. I'm hearing cover up identity. I'm hearing that as well with the devil and the death card. And maybe this is someone confessing something, but saying, hey, I'm really, yep. I'm really, I'm sorry. I'm hearing that as well. Like, this is just what I do, and that's my life, and it's not personal to you. I don't want you to think that it's personal to you. This is something that I deal with. I'm hearing this is me. So maybe, this is something I deal with. I'm hearing that with the Hermit and the Death card. Maybe this is someone coming through again. They're admitting some sort of psychology as it relates to a certain space. Maybe they're saying, hey, I didn't do this to you. I did it to myself. I'm hearing that as well. So then there is some confession here that does feel comfy, cozy on some level, where we say, I understood it, but it doesn't make you want to call them back, if that makes sense. It's not like, yeah, now we're going to be coughing on each other and it's all good, whatever. So in other words, I forgive, but I don't forget. I'm hearing that as well with the Three of Wands. Now, for a number of you, and remember, I'm just channeling, right? This is not my personal opinion, but take it as you will. When you lead out with the devil upright, again, there's something that was even left out. I'm hearing that. It is not left out, actually, right? So for a number of you, it's really something kind of silly. Maybe someone thought, again, I'm hearing this way, I'm going to write on the wall, and then I'm going to pretend I didn't do it, but I'm going to leave it there, and then other people are going to get blamed, and then it's going to be he, and then I'm going to be ho, 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 Christmas time, let me go enjoy my gifts, and then it's the devil leads down, and it's and then suddenly, they get stuck in the chimney, because, they're also pretending to be Santa. So, at a certain point, I'm hearing, in this way for a number of you, I'm hearing what doesn't actually go up, doesn't have the opportunity to actually go down, and vice versa. So, I don't know what that's alluding to. It's again, don't try to phase the universe out, not because it's a threat to the universe, but because it's a threat to you. I'm hearing that again. Don't create more karma for yourself. I'm hearing this way with the Three of Wands, right? And maybe that's what someone's telling someone. They're maybe they even caught them doing something a number of times, and at this point, it's for them. It's for their sake. You know what I'm saying? Get a few more cards on that. 1 second. Let's clear it. Maybe someone was trying to help them, but at a certain point, they were listen, I love you, but I love myself too, and that's life. Sometimes it leads to a path of self-love. I'm hearing as the point in that lesson. I'm hearing that with a star. I see someone just they close the door, and this person hears the door close. They do. They hear it. They feel it. They understand in that moment. Sometimes that's the karma as well, or the devil of right. Sometimes that's the lesson. It's I lost it. I lost the opportunity because I let I'm hearing my dick get out of control. I'm hearing in my hand. I don't know. I'm hearing too fast, too soon. I don't know what that's linked to. And it could be a metaphor, right? This could be toxic masculinity. This can be something that and no judgment. This is not me talking, right? Yet again, this is someone who maybe feels they have some sort of habit that they realize they could no longer justify, right? And so they had to get down to it. I'm hearing that as well. It was out of control for a number of you. Maybe someone felt with themselves, or they felt with themselves, hey, I felt out of control. I'm hearing that with the devil and the Mother of Swords. Now, we all have every archetype, so feel free to meditate on your chart and see where this energy might lie. But ultimately, Pisces, I'm hearing you have so much to give, and that's where we lead out from the devil upright, okay? I'm hearing because we feel in some way we've mastered, I'm hearing, this class. Remember, I'm hearing this cause. I'm hearing, and ultimately, it was a cause for concern. Maybe it was something that was even just in your subconscious, and you realize, yet again, I don't deserve to wake up every morning and worry about that, and wonder about that, and ask myself, why did they leave? I mean, that's what the devil upright, so soon, so late. Why am I trying to understand? I'm hearing my fear as well, and trying to make sense of it. Let me just fall in love with love, and that's that. I'm hearing that again. Let me just fall in love with life in the moment that I just live. I'm hearing with myself in it. Let's clear it. Wait, 1 second. With my love. I'm hearing with my love. So, for a number of you, I will say this as well. This can be a transformation when it comes to a dynamic with someone. Maybe something is defeated. Absolutely. Where someone overcame their shadow. They said, hey, and not to say you're not there anymore. Okay. As above, so below. There is always going to be some inverse property, right? To every I'm hearing also precise moment. However, there is the realization that we are making the choice to resurrect certain people in our life, interesting and not. So maybe someone is like, hey, look, I'm going to close the door to that person. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe they're cutting cords here with the Fool and the Devil, or they're at least like understanding the cord and they're managing it, okay, and they're not, you know, getting whipped by it, rung around in circles. It's like, yeah, no, like, and they're not also going to approve of any kind of behavior. I'm hearing that as well. You know, they're getting super clear on themselves. I'm hearing as well as a story, as a role that's played out in the story first. So, you know, I'm seeing like someone's looking at a play, and I know it's getting this long-winded possibly, but a lot of characters in a play, and there was one character who's really throwing off another character. I'm seeing that character was so focused on that other character who's causing a complete ruckus, and at a certain point, the character realizes, who's getting all distracted, he's like, wait a second, fuck that, like, I am my own character, and I also play in the play, and at the end of the day, I want the director to feel like I'm doing a good job, so I'm just gonna focus on myself. If he wants to dance around, make himself look like he's a gazelle eating grass, I'm hearing, with other girls, I'm hearing that as well, I'm hearing, but not even like, I'm hearing a good tie on, I'm hearing fixed properly, like, let him do what he thinks he needs to do, like, let's go, let him listen to his higher self, and then, that's the end of the case. Like, I'm hearing cold calling somebody's like in sales, possibly, I don't know, Seven of Swords in reverse, but maybe this is even something like, in terms of business, someone's like trying to, I don't know what, it's so dirty though. It's like, God, they're trying to get someone's like leads. It's like, let it go. Like, let's clear it. Like, you know, they even like maybe dismiss a case. They said, hey, I'm gonna like give this to somebody else. You're gonna handle that. That's not my institution. I'm hearing that with the Devil upright. Like, they maybe realize I'm not gonna even get freaking triggered by it, because at that point I'm letting go of my talk. So yeah, really important here. Let's clear it. This is really a lesson, as I felt. Well, I don't want to tell you what the lesson is. You got right, but there's something here when it comes to the concept of even the question of how we give ourselves to an experience in every way. So in other words, it's like, well, maybe I wasn't actually there, and like, did it really drain me? And like, we weren't really even living together. I'm hearing that for a number of you. It's like, but I was like listening to his like thoughts all the time. I was listening to his voicemail messages like over and over again. Like, there's just something that you felt you gave your attention to. And it's that point that you unplug, like, because maybe you just realize, wow, it's consuming me. So Pisces, let's get into your extended. We'll see further what might be at play. Again, I'm hearing there might be a few tests here with the Sun in reverse as well, and the Mother of Wands upright. It's like, you know, how much you really catch the ball when it comes to your value, right? It's like, yeah, I heard that, I caught it, you know, I see it, I want it, like, and keep churning the wheels with what you love, Pisces, because that's the vibration of what you value. And when you are moving in that direction, the people who also welcome you into their world in a way that is welcoming, I'm hearing as well, interesting, of you and your values will be, I'm hearing, presented in that way. Okay? Because it's like, they will know that that's who you are. And they'll know, hey, they resonate with what I'm creating here. Like, we feel like it would be a great match. But like, to get to that point, and if this is someone who you want to invest in, maybe even in your life, where you say, I want to find someone else to share my life with. Someone who actually loves me. I'm hearing that as well, who shows me the love they have for themselves at the the equivalent level that I show myself that same love. To get to that point, right? It's like, they have to be able to recognize me and in themselves too. So it's like, the best you can do right now is make sure that you are grounded in that space of what it is that you wish to bring also to another. So think of, like, in your ideal relationship, what would you actually want to be appreciated for? What would you want to, I'm hearing also for a number of you, I'm hearing feel like, look like, sound like, you know, what does that world look like? And the more that you actually work on that world and you work on that, the closer you get to walking into, I'm hearing, a parallel life. Wow, that is, I'm hearing, to merge with that one. So, you know, it's not about fighting the course, okay? It's about merging. I'm hearing mirroring. I'm hearing manifesting. I'm hearing on the same wavelength. So for a number of you, this is something that you actually, you know, you just say, and you don't feel you have to force or create. I'm hearing that real strongly here. Okay, so there's a tension point here that you decide to just unplug from, okay, with the Devil upright, and by doing that, you start rowing in the direction of where you really feel guided to go when you're listening to yourself, when you're listening to your intuition, with the Sun in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you know, I'm just gonna let go of also the karma. I'm hearing that I'm hearing parents. I don't know what that's linked to. you know, what my parents think is right for me, what my parents want for me, what my family, you know, and whatever it is. And it could be friends, like what is considered family. It could be, you know, whatever it is, networking, whatever it is. Like maybe someone even lets go of a huge title, a job, a position that, you know, it's like, oh, it was the thing, you know, but it's like, it just didn't make you feel really fulfilled. I'm hearing or stimulated in that space. Now, for a number of you Pisces as well, there is something that, you know, it's like, I'm hearing it again in this way, like for a number of you, it's kind of an illusion where you feel, oh my God, if I let this go, then maybe that was your fear. I'm your back. I'm not saying this is anywhere close to, because the point you're at right now, Pisces, you are absolutely, you're ascended. You are very, very, very far and beyond. Okay, very much far and beyond. Yeah, you're like, how do we say this? Like if the plane had to make an emergency landing, and hopefully not, okay, God forbid, but if it did have to, it would not go back to the original like takeoff spot. It's like you're that far. You would have to find another spot. You know, this is at this point, you are so far gone from the psyche space that was disturbing your mansion of awareness. We'll say it in that way, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun in reverse. And, you know, I'm hearing you're a self-starter, you're a self-motivator. For a number of you stepping out of this karmic loop, I'm hearing, of what you should love, of who you did love, of what and you're stepping into that space of, did I really actually even love that? You know, something like that, possibly, Pisces. Now, for a number of you, this is something you're releasing even physically. Yeah, big time. And I'll say it like this. What you release psychologically will affect you physically. You'll start to look different. You'll actually you'll look different. You'll totally start acting in a new way. I'm hearing this as well, possibly for a number of you. The Wands are bright and the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Now it's cleared around. Yes. And this is for a number. You'll actually start to uncover certain gifts of yours, talents of yours, when you do make this shift. So much of it is actually held on an energetic level, right? But Pisces, any more notes here coming through right before we begin? Yeah, again, it's an illusion. Like, you know, there's something that maybe you realize, like, I don't have to like first find like the love of my life and then we create the life together that we want to live. It's like, I will find them on the way because they will be on the path alongside me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And for a number of you, it's like the more that I'm moving in that direction, the person who does actually suit me, and me, truly, the me that I love, I'm hearing as well, will be the person that I live for when I'm with myself. Let's clear it 1 second. Yeah, this is for a number of you comes down to acting on your impulses. I'm hearing that big time. This is fire energy that you're really... And I have a fire energy protocol on my website. If this is something that you're working with and you really want to focus on this, order the fire-based protocol. That will really assist in identifying what it is that can help you move in this direction. Because sometimes when we fall into this, you know, we're a lot of water energy, we've got a lot of Pisces in your chart. Sometimes it could be, and we're going to have a lot of water here during this month. We've got almost a stellium, right? All the energy that was in Aquarius is going to be moving into Pisces. If this is your case, and that you have a lot of water in your chart, then it might be helpful to actively focus on fire energy. That will really, really be very helpful, possibly for a number of you. But one more note here, let's clear it. Yeah, and so for a number of you, maybe you thought, you know, well, do I just so-called give up? I'm saying this is the important thing. You're no longer looking at whatever this is, this jump that you want to take as giving up on something. It's totally not. It's letting go of something that is not. And moving towards what can be, and that's the excitement, Pisces. It's the excitement of what is. I'm hearing your rhyme. I'm hearing that. It's like your magical sort of mission statement. I'm hearing that. It's like that becomes so much more exciting, and so much to the point where you say, I feel okay letting this go. I'm hearing that as well. And it's not even that I feel letting anything go, because I realize that was going in circles. But where I want to go is where I can actually create, and I can ascend, and I can grow, and I can sort of become more than, I'm hearing, I even imagine. And to get to that point, I have to be free enough to do that. So you're letting go of what makes you feel drained, Pisces, dragged down. I'm hearing heavy. I'm hearing weighted. I'm hearing annoyed. And it could be in just a simple way. It's like a little fly buzzing. But even a fly, I'm hearing, doesn't deserve your attention, Pisces. If it leads you, I'm hearing to dance in the dirt. I'm hearing that. Like I'm seeing someone trying to get a fly. Like they were doing whatever they're doing. Okay, they were maybe feeling fantastic, and then all of a sudden, like there's a fly, it buzzes around them. And at first they're annoyed. They're like, "Hey, get out of my!" But then the fly's like buzzing around. They're buzzing around in a bigger and a bigger and a bigger circle around them. Okay, to the point where Pisces, you're like, you don't even realize it, but you're starting to create this huge aura of like frustration for yourself, right? Where you say, I'm getting all caught up in this fucking fly's web. Okay. And then you're like trying to find the fly now, and that wasn't even the point to begin with, but it's because the fly is taking you round the field. I'm hearing this for number. Let's clear it. I'm seeing someone in the dirt. Let's clear it. Let's clear it. Let's clear it. Yeah. Yeah. And it's not even one person. This is for a number of you. This is something that has manifested in a number of forms, actually. So it could be a number of people. They could be aliases. It could be one person, making a lot of people trip and fall here. I'm hearing that as well. It's not just you. I'm hearing that as well, Pisces. With the Four of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. Again, like, if someone's willing to also talk dirt, trash, whatever it is, to one person, they're probably doing the same thing to others. But anyways, and again, what it does is ultimately, right, with themselves. But the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and that's unfortunate. Nobody wants to hear that, see that, and that's part of the pain, right? Maybe, Pisces, you were like, I want to help you. It's like, you want to help the fly, like, figure out how fucking annoying it is that they're an annoying fly. It's like, but then you realize that's not my job. So, you know what I'm saying, Pisces. It's clear. You got things leading you out, the Star and the Ace of Cups. And it's funny because, yet again, I'm seeing, like, there was something that just became, it almost grew out of hand. I'm at a certain point. Maybe suddenly I'm seeing you're like, you find yourself, you're like, you're like trying to now catch the fly. And it's like, that was not the point. So you're getting back to, I'm hearing your story. And thank you, Pisces, for tuning in. I'm hearing Salem so strongly here for a number of you. I'm hearing, this is your future. I'm hearing, don't doubt. I'm hearing how you see it. I'm hearing that, like, let's clear it and ground. One more note real quickly here. Seeing water. Someone's getting in a pool. They're splashing around. Could be a metaphor here. There's something that you are also selling, like, once and for all. For a number of you, it's something that you are, I'm hearing adrenaline pumping. Let's clear it. This is something that you are pursuing. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love and light to you. I'll see you soon. Bye.